Ladies and gentlemen, also happening at the moment around Australia is a magnificent tour by two people whom you met on the show on Monday of this week, Isaac Hayes and Thelma Houston. But on the same bill, a great Australian comedian. Please welcome Paul Martel. You opened on Tuesday night and I'm told that you knocked them dead.
It was a good night. It was a good opening night. It's a great show, actually. They're brilliant.
They're good to work with?
Yeah, they're nice to work with. Lovely people.
I didn't have much time with Isaac, but she seems a lovely lady. Thelma.
Yeah, we had a party after the opening night, and she mixed with everybody. She was a lovely lady.
How's your beautiful missus? How's the lovely Jane Scali?
She's around somewhere, hopefully having cooking lessons.
What? She's not a good cook?
Well, she's got this condition, Jane.
What's that?
She suffers from DBS.
What's DBS?
Well, it's dizzy blonde syndrome.
Oh, now hang on a sec. I've known Jane for years. But what sort of symptoms?
Well, I mean, she's always putting her foot in it. She's always, like she was buying some tennis shoes the other week, and she can't help herself.
What do you mean?
Well, she said these shoes are too tight, and the shopkeeper tried to try it with her tongue out, and she went, no. She does these things all the time.
What other things do you notice about your lovely wife?
Well, at the wedding, for instance, we had a wedding in December on the Gold Coast, and it was her parents were there, Italian, and I'm not saying her mother cried a lot, but it took her 4 hours to eat the soup. And her father, Alex, he's a lovely man. In fact, his speech is being made into a 3-part miniseries for the 7 Network. Marlon Brando's playing the lead role.
I want you to take care of my daughter, otherwise I break your legs.
He doesn't actually speak like that. Her mother speaks like that.
Does Jane mind you saying these sort of things about? Well, I tell you what, as a little surprise to you, let's find out. Ladies and gentlemen, Jane Scali.
Really?
We're nice people, aren't we?
Yeah, that's...
Martel, what do you mean?
What are you doing here?
Sit down, Jane, and welcome. It's nice to have you on the show. Actually, it's nice to have you in the host set of a show, because always I'm throwing to you, here's Jane Scali.
That's right, it's a new experience for me. It really
Paul,
is.
didn't know that you were calling around. I heard that you were in town seeing his show. What's he like with the show? Take him all leaving.
It's nice. No,
No,
I
it's
thought
very
this was
good.
my spot.
Well, no, it's just that, for the last 5 minutes you've really sort of given me a hard time. I have to tell you, Paul, he's been so mean to me since we got married. I remember discussing the honeymoon with Paul, and I said to him, on our honeymoon, I said, take me somewhere I've never been before.
And took her to the kitchen.
You know something? I really feel as if I've been around for a fair while when I can sit here and see Jane Scali do stand-up comedy. Or sit-down comedy.
We worked in Kuala Lumpur at the Hilton, and the Sultan of Johor, I think I pronounced that.
What's his name again?
His wife works in a warehouse.
Yes.
Is it a warehouse? Yeah. We were invited to have drinks with them afterwards, and there was a minister of government. And up there, the ladies don't speak a lot in Malaysia and Kuala Lumpur. It's a custom. They're not allowed to speak, which I think is a great custom myself. And he's saying, he's complaining about his son wouldn't come into his family business. And like this one says, listen, it's his life. If he wants, and everybody's sitting like that. And his wife, who's been hit by the ugly stick, she didn't look the best. She got a knockback from Quasimodo. And he said to me, how old do you think my wife is? And I thought, she's kicking me under the table. I said, I'll give her 10 years, and I'll say she's about 41. She was only in her 30s, so that's twice we've insulted him. And I said, you better do something quick, Jane. So with that, he took a cigarette out.
And I thought I'd do the right thing, light the cigarette for him. I took the lighter out and flicked the lighter on, and I was wearing about 10 coats of nail polish that day.
Straight up his nose.
Yes.
What? It's like a torch. You went here. Straight up his nose.
What did he say, if he could say anything?
Well, he said, you're leaving Kuala Lumpur tomorrow. I'll be back.
Paul and Jane, incidentally, this is something else that we've got that not even Jane knows about. We've got the real wedding photograph to show now. That's the real Paul Martel. I think on camera and on Cabaret Floor, the way in which he keeps his face together is just wonderful.
He's so handsome, you can see why I married him.
That was after the reception. That was...
Was it a good wedding, or kidding aside?
It was beautiful, actually. It rained every day except this day.
Yeah.
And we had it on a boat, so it was really...
Manly Ferry. It was lovely. A lot of expense. It was good.
Do you think it's an advantage for you both being in the same business?
Yes and no. It makes it healthy because we never see each other.
We understand, each other's temperaments, and if we're away for a certain amount of time, we understand that as well. It's part and parcel of what we do. So, there's an understanding there because we're both in the same industry together.
Sure. Is that true, Paul?
Yeah, we wave at airports and leave messages everywhere for each other.
Who were you waving to before, Jane, when you first...
Ross.
Oh, Ross Burton, of course,
Yeah.
the MD. Well, he goes back a long way with you because he was
That's
MD,
right.
of course, on Young Talent Time.
In fact, we worked with most of your band a couple of weeks ago. We did a conference in town with all the guys.
What sort of conference?
They were great.
Were they good, Ross?
Good.
Yeah, it was a dinner at the Hilton for a company.
Yeah, lovely. Well, I think it's terrific that we managed to surprise you because with comics it's not all that easy. Someone has asked me to ask you about your favourite current story.
Well, I've a fantasy about... I like sport. You see, I like golf and I like boxing. And I visualise Rocky fighting Jeff Fennick with Jack Nicholson as the referee. Can you imagine that setup? No one would understand what anybody was talking about. They'd be all, "Oh, we love Australia, don't go for everybody." That was Jeff. And Rocky'd go, "No. I'd be the Apollo. I'd be Mr. T. I'd beat the Russian. Now I'll beat you." And Nicholson, as the referee, would go, "Listen, guys, I want this to be a really dirty fight. I want you to kick this, really kick, stretch your eyes out, and you can hang on to the ropes, and I'll hang on to the dope because I'm just a horny little devil."
Love it. Thanks for being here today, guys. As I've mentioned a couple of times before on television, I always see a lot of my wife in Jane because when Patty was younger, she worked very similar to Jane as she came through the ranks of Young Talent Time. Patty came through. Yeah, and Swallows Junior, or Brian the Juniors as it became known in your time. So if the two of you are as happy as Patty and I are, you deserve it. Good luck, Paul. Good luck. All the best, Jane. Thanks. Lovely having you. Jane Scali and Paul Martel. We're back with you after this break.